You're welcome back to Rubbin Minds. We're talking the Future Awards Africa 2017 today. And we're moved on now to our next category of nominees in beauty and media. And I have here with me Rosemary Ajuka. She's a radio personality. Thanks for being here today. And of course, Grace Chinonso Okoli. Shani Organics is a hair and skin beauty company. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Now, Rosemary, congratulations on being nominated.
Thank you.
You are sort of my colleague.
Sort of, yes.
In the media space.
Absolutely.
How long have you been in media for?
Interesting question. I have, since 2011, I was in final year at Nnamdi Azikiwe University. That was when it started.
Okay.
Yeah,
How's the journey been for you?
Oh, gee. Very incredible and very adventurous. I remember the first time I walked up to a guy who was in charge of the radio. That was my friend back in the day. And I said, I wanted to be on the radio. And he looked at me and he laughed. Small leaks, oh, please. and I said, no, really, you should hear me talk. And he said, yeah, I can hear you. I said, no, you should record my voice and hear me talk. And that was kind of the journey. And starting from there, I think I've been very blessed. I've gotten so many opportunities. And it's been an incredibly remarkable journey to transition to have worked in different spaces at different times. I feel like I've worked all over Nigeria because I was working at a radio station in Oka, and then in Port Harcourt, and then in Abuja, and then in Lagos. So yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Amazing journey for you. What about you? Are you Grace or Chinonso? What do you prefer being called?
Grace.
Grace.
Yeah.
How's the journey? I mean, you started a company when?
In January 2016.
What was the motivation?
Okay, the motivation. I just graduated from school at the time. Okay, I've always been natural all my life, but in my final year, I realized that my hair wasn't growing as much as I wanted it to. So I cut it to the roots, and I started over again.
When was this?
That was in 2015, November 2015.
And the hair is this plenty?
It's gorgeous, I have to tell
Sorry,
you.
go on.
So at that time, there were no products in Nigeria. Most of the products that were good for natural hair were imported, and they were so expensive. I was in my final year then. I didn't have so much fun to purchase them. So I started research, and I started formulating my own products.
Yeah.
So after I graduated from school in December that year, I was supposed to go for service in the next few months, but my university made a mistake in my result, and I had to stay a year at home. Oh, wow. So while I was at home, I was almost depressed because I wasn't doing anything. Like, that was not my plan. So I started blogging, and I started sharing the results of my hair growth from when I cut it, so my regimen, to the products I was formulating in my room and all of that. And my readers were like, wow, your hair has grown so fast in just 6 months. Can we have this product? I said, yes, this is how I made it. This is a DIY. You can do it yourself. And most of them were like, no, we don't have time for that. Don't you sell? And I never ever thought of selling my products at that time. And I'm like, okay, I would sell, but not now. When I start selling, I'll let you know. But it kept putting pressure on me, and I had to think about it because I've never been a business person. My plan was, after service, travel and go for your master's. I studied microbiology in university. But the pressure was too much, and I think God was using them to put that pressure on me, because 50% of the people that put the pressure on me till date have not bought a product. So they just put that pressure on me until I launched. And after I launched, they left me alone.
Oh.
So in January 2016, I finally decided to do it, just take that step.
So you source your
ingredients everything locally in Nigeria.
Wow.
Cool. Yes.
Very impressive. We'll still come back to you. Rosemary, now, I mean, we've talked about your journey and all of that now. A lot of people want to be OAPs in Nigeria. Everybody says, oh, I want to be in media, I can talk, I can speak English.
Yes.
You know, why not just take me on air? What do you think made you stand out eventually? I mean, you said someone laughed at you, of course, at the beginning. But what do you think? I mean, of course, obviously you persisted, you were persistent and all of that, but what made you stand out eventually that has made you stay this long in the career?
Yeah, you said something interesting about everyone who talks well thinks they can be an OAP. And I think it's a good start to speak properly, yes? Whatever language you speak, whether it's Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, speak it properly, yes? But I think more than just, and you should know this, because if you're a media personality, I feel like it's a position of power. Because when you say, oh, the time is 12 o'clock, somebody changes their watch to make sure it's 12 o'clock. It's a position of power, and therefore it shouldn't be taken for granted. So it's not enough that you have great diction. It's also important that you understand that you're in a position of power. And you know what they say about with great power comes great responsibility, and you must handle it with that. I think what really helped and set me apart, and this is the part where I give big shout out to my dad, is to read. It's not, to be honest, everyone on the streets of Lagos speaks great English, okay? So you can pick up anybody and they'll blow for an F for you. It's not a problem. But you need to know a little bit of everything. You can't know everything, but you can know a little bit, bits and pieces of stuff. You need to have information on stuff. And that's what people come to you for. And you must have that.